There's lots of talk about solar farms at the moment, with new projects being announced almost every week. So how do solar farms stack up against rooftop solar? And what's a better investment for our country? So let's look at solar farms. A solar farm is a large-scale solar installation. These farms are often located in remote areas and require large tracts of land to accommodate the solar panels. The power generated then feeds back into the national grid to be distributed where it's needed. It basically operates the same way a power station or a hydro dam does. Power produced here is either owned directly by a utility or sold wholesale to utility buyers via a PPA. We have seen some agreements in New Zealand where businesses have agreements with solar farms to buy their power, for example the warehouse. One of the most obvious benefits of solar farms is their scale. They can provide large generation capacity in one spot. Some of the recently opened solar farms in New Zealand contain around 60,000 solar panels, and this can produce around 50 gigawatt hours of energy annually. Due to the economy of scale, solar farms offer a low cost of production per unit of energy generated. Some of the holdups we've seen when it comes to solar farms are consents. Projects this big have to go through a consenting process, and that could take up to 4 or 5 years. Space. 60,000 solar panels take up a lot of room, so you need the land to accommodate this. This can lead to complicated debates about land use. Many solar farms can be multi-purpose and still allow for the farming of sheep underneath the panels. And finally, the biggest issue of our grid's resilience is its distribution infrastructure. Because generation is at a different location to consumption, the issue is that power needs to be moved via our transmission lines and into our homes. There has been historic underinvestment in our national grid, and it's simply not able to cope with the increased consumption that comes with an electrified New Zealand. This means investing in solar farms or any large-scale generation only solves one piece of the puzzle. The alternative is rooftop solar. If instead of big solar farms, we invested in rooftop solar for households, it would solve a lot of the distribution issues, as well as putting the power back into people's hands. The benefits of rooftop solar are lower installation cost, doesn't require large amounts of space, it's much more accessible as it can be installed anywhere, and reduced line charges as the power is produced locally. For the downsides, well truthfully, there aren't that many. The most common barrier to rooftop solar is the upfront cost. However, most banks are currently offering low interest green loans to help you get started. If enough homes get rooftop solar, it might mean we don't need to upgrade the existing infrastructure. New Zealand needs to invest in more renewable energy generation to meet our goals of electrification. In the current environment, investment is pouring into solar farms. Though it's great to see, we believe if we put the same effort and investment into rooftop solar, it will reduce the pressure on the grid infrastructure and put money and power back in people's hands.